Welcome to Successful Noom Kitchen with Jim John Marks, where we prepare recipes which encourage us to enjoy our meals more and set us up for long-term success with our relationship to the food we eat based on the principles of the Noom program. Today we're going to be talking about batch cooking, which is a term that I use to refer to any large-scale prep or cooking project, such as smoking a brisket, which takes all day if done properly, or looking for vegetables when they're especially in season and rendering large quantities of them, such as these Roma tomatoes, which give you a nice puree that you can use for Indian dishes, Italian dishes, and soups. They freeze very nicely. The advantage of this is then later, if you're too busy, or in this case we were traveling and you're in a small kitchen that you're not used to, I can thaw out a bag of tomato and okra and shrimp, as well as a bag of oxtail broth that we had made and frozen off. All of these we keep in quart bags in the freezer. And slice off some very nice thin pieces of that brisket, which you will see here in a moment. And this way you have complete control over your red calories, because we're going to cook this in a separate pan from everything else. And you can bolster this dish with sour cream or cheese or anything like that if you have the calories to spare and you're feeling indulgent, but it is perfectly delicious as it is. I just lift out a little bit of the thinnest part of the liquid to put it over the thin slices of meat. Really, it's already cooked. We're just trying to make sure that it's warmed through, because we slice it cold. It makes it easier to cut that way. Nice thin pieces. We've baked off some russet potatoes, which are always a great base for wet preparations like this. And again, this is an electric stove in a small kitchen, and we're far from home, and I was able to put this meal together in just a few minutes. Very satisfying for us, and hopefully something that shows you how the principle of batch cooking works. And again, tomatoes, okra, shrimp, the broth, the potato are all green, and you have control over how much of the meat or the toppings that you add, which lets you shape it to the day. Thank you for watching this episode of Successful Noom Kitchen with Jim John Marks. If you have questions about this episode, please comment and we will do our best to address your concerns. If you enjoyed this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up, and if you are interested in all our videos, please subscribe. All music in these episodes are my own compositions, available from my Bandcamp location, the URL for which is on the screen and in the channel info. Please note I am not associated with Noom Incorporated in any way, and all content is entirely my responsibility.